Welcome back to the machine learning session, and we have reached to the last module, which is how to create and the summarization. So in the previous session, as I have already shared with you, that we will be creating a mini module, and we have discussed all the modules which we have learned and we have created, what we have learned in the entire journey. So that is what we have done. Now, in today's session, there is one very important task which we are going to do, and that is going to be we will be creating our data set using Python code only. And that is what I am going to show you how you are going to create. So let's quickly get started. I'm ready with my Google Colab. I want all of you also to get ready with Google Colab. So let me quickly tell you what this data is going to be. So basically, we are creating a data set of 500 rows and 5 columns in which you are going to find out whether the equipment failure is there in any industry or not. Because when we are working in industry, we usually check all the equipments, whether this equipment is going to be passed or it is going to be failed. So that is what we will be creating. And this time, the regression or the classification model in machine learning, which we will be doing, that is going to be a little bit different. So to create the data set, let's quickly write the code. So first of all, you are going to import the libraries. Import dd np, and then you are going to put np dot random seed 42. So that is what you are going to do. So this is basically you are going to set the seed of reproducibility. Now, once you are done with that, you are going to generate the features. So temperature is going to be one of the features in which you are going to create that temperature feature. Normal. And here you are going to see log function is equals to 75. Scale 10. The size you want is equals to n rows. Done. So this is the first. Then you are going to put pressure is equals to, take this and we are going to change the values. Okay. Every time you are going to do this, or let's quickly write, because the more you are going to write, you will get it. Random dot normal, and here you are going to take log is equals to 101325. Scale is going to be 5000, and size is equals to n rows. Basically, n rows means you are going to take all those number of rows which are available. If we have defined 500 rows, it is going to be valid for 500 rows. Now vibration is equals to, or vibration, let's keep vibration only, np dot random dot uniform. All right, and then you are going to put low is equals to 0, high is equals to 10, and size you are going to keep as n rows. Right? Now, the next part which you are going to keep, you are going to put usage hours. It means how many hours of usage is being considered. np dot random dot rand int. That also you are going to keep as low is equals to 10. High is equals to minus 500, or let's keep 500 only, not minus, and size is equals to n rows. So size throughout you are going to keep same. Now once you are done, 1, 2, 3, 4, last you are going to keep as that is going to be maintenance due. Why you must be thinking that this data set is little bit difficult, but please do understand that in industry, and if you wanted to work on an industry level data set, then this is how it is going to be created. As this is the last module, so I wanted to give you a taste of how industry data looks like and how you are going to take out the inferences from it. So that is going to be np dot random dot choice, and choice you are going to keep from 0 and 1. So this is going to be basically your output. This is your output. Now size is equals to n rows. Then you are going to put p is equals to 0, 7, or you can say 0.7, 0.3. So basically 70-30 ratio. That is what you would like to keep over here. Now when you are going to move the next, that is called generate target based on simple logic. That is what we are going to create. So over here you are going to consider what is going to be the failure is equals to, now we are going to get started for the failure, and you are going to put 1 if t is greater than 85 and p is greater than 103,000 and v is greater than 8 and u is greater than 300 and m is equals to 1. Now let me quickly explain. T over here is temperature, P over here is pressure, V is basically vibration, U is the usage hours, and M is maintenance, right? So we are putting in for loop, else it is equals to 0. That is what we are going to keep. Now for T, let me put tab. For TPVUM in zip, temperature, pressure, vibration, usage hour, maintenance due. So all these, what is going to happen? We are going to consider that as a data frame, right? So this is what we created. Now let's create the data frame. So I'm going to consider this as step and data, or create data frame. Now we are going to put df is equals to pd dot data, basically pd dot data frame, and we are going to get started by creating the data frame over here. So first of all, we are going to type. Here you are going to write exactly in the same way, the way you wanted to write. You are going to put this np dot round temperature to, and I'm going to press tab. Now see, pressure I have taken round, pressure 2, vibration I have put NP dot round, vibration level, vibration, and that is 2. Okay, done. Now next I'll be taking, that is going to be usage hours. I'm going to keep maintenance due. I am going to keep failure is going to be failure. These are all parts which I have done. So this is like I have created basically the title of it, that how the temperature is going to look like. So basically don't like temperature like this over here, because this is going to be your heading. So I'm going to write T. P is also going to be, V is also capital, because the way you are going to write over here, it is going to mention exactly in the same way. Maintenance and A and failure. Yeah. So this is how you are going to write. Now you are going to save this as CSV. Save to CSV, right? So you are going to put df dot to, you are going to put CSV. Now what you are going to do, you are going to name the file as equipment failure data set dot CSV. This is going to be the file name. Once the file name is done, you are going to put index is equals to false. Now this is done. Now what you are going to do, print data set, which is your basically it is equipment failure data set dot CSV, right? Created successfully. Once you have done that, you are now going to run this particular code and your data set is going to be ready in front of you. So let's quickly run it and let's quickly see how your data set looks like. And then we are going to find the inferences of it. So it is running, it is creating, it is going to take some time. So you have to have patience. So as you can see that it is moving. So taking all these into consideration, it is going to create. Make sure that you are going to follow all these steps. You can change the inputs in case if you wanted to change any input, or if you want, you can create any sort of data set of your own choice. So this is what I have created using Python. You can create also by using the same methodology. You have to define what headings you wanted to keep and how you wanted to do it. Once, I hope you have run the code. Now there is one line which you have to make sure that end rows, you must be getting this an error. So you have to define what is end rows. End rows, as I have already shared, that those are number of rows, that is going to be 500. So once you are going to run the code, you are going to find this equipment failure dataset.csv over here. So when you are going to click onto it, you can copy the path or you can download from here. So it is downloaded. So what you are going to do, you are going to open the folder. You're going to double click on it and you can visualize it. Now you can see temperature, pressure, vibration, usage, hours, maintenance, and failure. I'm going to give it a color code, as this is my favorite task to do. And I'm going to give failure as this color. And now I'm going to make sure that it looks fine so that we can read it carefully. Vibration, usage hour, maintenance. So maintenance due or failure, these are all tasks which we are going to take care, and total 500 rows are ready. So this is how you can create your own data set. Now let's quickly run an analysis on it. I'm going to click on this analysis data, and this is going to create an analysis data for me. Over here, that all the values are little different because this is in zeros and this is in ones. So therefore, creating this kind of data analysis is not possible. So what we are going to do, we are going to run the analysis using, you can say, matplotlib, or over here you can see failure, pressure, all different charts you will be able to see. The vibration and temperature, failure and pressure together, failure accounts on the basis of vibration as well as usage of R and vibration and failure altogether, frequency of temperature, as well as you can see how usage are failure by pressure. So there are multiple charts which it is providing you to see, and you can run your analysis on that. So basically, after running this analysis, we came to know that yes, there is a dependency and there is certain relationship between pressure, usage of R, and failure, right? Which requires maintenance. So maintenance and failure, these are basically a kind of, if maintenance due, right? It is, there are chances that it is going to be a failure, right? So there is a dependency into, as well as if the temperature rises and the vibration is there and maximum number of usage are, then also there is dependency in it. So ultimately, this is what we are going to calculate and we are going to find out, right? So it was all about how you are going to get started, what exactly you are going to create. Basically, when we see the temperature, what you can do, you can put over here conditional formatting also. Highlight the cells greater than, so I'm going to put greater than 78.6. So basically 78.6 is the mean value. Over here also I'm going to highlight the cells which is greater than this. All right. And this time I'm going to give it this color. Okay. So that we'll understand what the pressure is going to be. Now let's conditional format greater than, and there I'm going to put green and dark green. Usage of hours. Now I'm going to show you how you are going to calculate dependencies in light red fill. All right. Maintenance due and failure. This as of now you can keep. Now what I am going to do, I'm going to sort. All right. Custom sort, expand the selection and sort. So first I'm going to sort it by, let's say, temperature, cell values, cell color, or let's say cell values, largest to smallest. Okay, right? You can see all the red values are at top. All right. And then there are later. Now, similar thing I am going to do with this. Right now, what we are doing, we are running the analysis. I'm going to add a level over here, which is pressure. It is also going to be largest to smallest. Done. I'm going to click on this. And I'm going to custom sort, add a level. I'm going to keep over here vibration. This is also largest to smallest. Yeah, you can see over here. Yes, now I'm going to run again. So this is actually is going to give you an overview of it, right? One more level. I'm going to keep this level over here if I can do. Usage hours, largest to smallest, and done. Now over here you can see this is 102. It requires 397 is the hour, as well as when you are going to see there is a dependency, right? All three, right? All three. Over here, all. So basically, pressure is not very significantly changing. However, temperature and vibration is correlated. Usage also is correlated, right? Temperature is almost like because we have kept that at the top. So what we are going to do, if you are going to put custom sort, expand the selection. So at first you are going to keep usage hour. Second, you can keep the temperature. And now let's see. Now it is going to be changing. Now you can see this is the first one, which is like very high usage, but doesn't require maintenance. However, over here, if you can see vibration, which is 9.69, this is the highest vibration. It requires maintenance, right? Over this also, it requires maintenance. So vibration is actually dependent. So this is how you can run your analysis also in case if you are not getting via charts or via any course or any means. So this is where you can put your focus upon and you can create. And here you can see which is going to be the failure. Over here you can see the failure, right? Because all this is also red, this is also in the criteria, this is green and maximum usage are. So all are falling. Basically, if you are going to check the next one, which is a case of failure, I'm going to show that also. So there are multiple cases. So basically, I think I have kept only one case, which is 0 and 1. Failure case is 1 out of all, but maintenance case is there, right? So which require maintenance, that also you can calculate. So this is what like you can create the data by using very simple steps using Python, NumPy and Pandas. You can put the seeding into it. You can create the data frame and then you are going to fetch the data, right? You can save it in the CSV. Likewise, you can create any kind of data, anything. Now, what we have done in today's class, let's quickly revise it. And later, what we are going to do, I am going to tell you what you are going to do in the next class. In the next class, we are going to create it as a machine learning model in which we are going to get started with each and every part significantly. In this class, what we have done, in this class, we have created a data set using NumPys and Pandas, which includes 500 rows and 5 columns, which you can see over here. We have used for loop, we have given the titles, and we have shared that n number of rows which were defined previously as 500. We have saved the data set in our computer by running the code. It is the simplest way how you are going to create. You can do it at any point of time. It's not necessarily that you are going to put each and every value, or you can fetch the data from Kaggle. right? If you are going to create a data set like this, there are less chances that your data is having null values, or you are going to face any issues of cleaning the data, right? So as of now, we are taking data which is already clean, and this data set is being created by Python libraries, in which whatever commands you have given, it has followed it. After following each and every command, it has created the data set for you. We have understood the data set, and we have found that yes, there is a dependency in the data set which is being created by Python code. Now we are going to utilize this Python code data set in creating a machine learning model which is going to predict whether the equipment which I am trying is going to be towards failure or not. Because when you are testing any equipment, किसी भी कंपनी से किसी भी इक्विपमेंट को पास करने से पहले इट हैज गॉन थ्रू मल्टीपल टेस्ट, उसके बहुत सारे टेस्ट होते हैं, उसका टेम्परेचर टेस्ट भी होता है, उसका प्रेशर टेस्ट भी होता है, उसका वाइब्रेशन टेस्ट भी होता है, उसका यूसेज ऑफ आर टेस्ट भी होता है। अगर आप किसी एक चेयर को भी लेते हो, मशीन की बात आप छोड़िए, अगर आप चेयर को भी लेते हो, तो भी इसका भी मैक्सिमम टेम्परेचर होता है कि इस टेम्परेचर के बाद इसका फेलियर आ जाएगा, या फिर इस प्रेशर के बाद इतने वजन का इंसान इस पे बैठ सकता है, इससे ज्यादा अगर वजन आप इसके ऊपर दोगे तो ये टूट जाएगी। सो दीज आर ऑल टेस्ट which is what we are doing. So this is an industry level project which we are creating. So I guess you have understood how it is going to be done and what exactly we are creating. So stay tuned, be ready with your data set, and we are going to get started with our ML model in the next class. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.